Yesterday the snow turned to rain and we had our first spring-like day. We had a break from the rain and I came out and looked at my larch forest, and it looks like all the buds are swelling nicely on the branches. So it's going to be time for its spring pruning very soon. I'll be pruning some of these wild shoots that have grown really long, trimming the tree back and balancing the vigor of the tree, trying to keep the upper branches thin and small so they don't thicken up and start taking over from the bottom of the tree. Before I start to prune a bonsai tree, I like to look at photos or reference pictures of the trees growing in nature to try and capture the essence of the tree in miniature, the growth patterns, the typical structure of the tree, and try and duplicate that to get a miniature version of its full-size counterpart in nature. Today we're going to do one better than just looking at photographs. We're going to hike into the woods where there's a group of larches very similar to this planting. I'll be looking for branch structure, all the little details that make a larch look like a larch. I'm Nigel Saunders. Let's get our hiking boots on and head out into the Bonsai Zone. I'm at the natural area, leaving the city behind and heading into nature. Apparently humans aren't the only creatures practicing bonsai. Check out this trunk chop. When they say busy as a beaver, I can see what they mean. I guess night shift ended and the beavers will have to resume tomorrow. This tree got chopped by the beavers last year, and you can see how it recovered, growing all new branches, so they usually don't kill the tree. Here's a close-up of where the beavers cut down the tree. You can see the conical shaped woody part of the stump, which, all the rain washes off of it so it doesn't rot out the main part of the trunk, and the tree grows and recovers. So I think we bonsai people can maybe learn something from the way the beaver does it. The snowdrops are definitely a sign of spring here in the forest. I'm almost at the larch forest. I can see the tops of them in the distance here. So let's keep going. Well, here we are. I can show you the tops of the larches. Way up there, there's one. Another one over here. Larches lose all their needles in winter, so you can tell them really easily in spring because they're bare. There's one right there with a nest in it. Must be a squirrel's nest. I'm here now with the larches, so let's start studying all the details. Here's the base of one of the larches. You can see they're not the biggest trees in the world, but they're not very small either. I would guess these larches are probably 60 to 80 years old. I'll pan up the tree starting at the root base down here, and you can see the really nice rough bark. It's kind of reddish, and as it goes older it gets a gray tinge on the outer layers. And we start to get into some branches low down, very skinny ones. Most of these lower ones are dead. And we get up, way up, into the canopy. And maybe you can notice that all the branches are fairly straight. They don't ramify much. They're just kind of like sticks sticking out of the trunk. They do have some fine branching on them, but the major part of the branches are just straight. Not much movement to them. If we look at the lowest branches, they point slightly downhill, and then as I go up on the tree, they go horizontal, and then they start to point upwards. And when you get to the apex, the branching gets finer and finer, and all the branches are pointing upwards. Here's a larch showing some nice surface roots. This larch starts out a little crooked, but then it straightens out and goes straight up. I'm standing here at the base of 5 larch trees. It really reminds me of my forest back home, my bonsai forest. Kind of cool. Here's another larch tree. It has a lot of dead branches down low here. Hope you can see that. And as you go up the tree, you get into the live branches, and they're fairly horizontal, and you get some that are actually drooping, which is kind of cool. And you can see the main part of the branches, it's just like a single trunk, a straight kind of branch. It doesn't have not much forking. They're swaying in the wind up there. It looks really nice. Wow. I love being here. This larch, where's my finger? Right here. This larch has no branches on the one side where it faces another larch. All its branches are outwards facing the sun. So that's another thing to consider when you're planting a forest. This larch has really fine textured bark, and it's got a real flare at the base of the tree. Unusual on larches. This larch is much older, so it has a really crackled bark on the trunk. Here's another couple of old larches. I thought I better photograph them before they get their needles. They also have a really nice root base and really nice bark. You can see the larch litter on the floor of the forest. Not many of the larches have double trunks, but this one divides fairly high up into a twin trunk. This larch is one of the oldest in the forest. Really nice bark and getting a really nice root flare at the base of the tree. If I follow the tree up, you'll see it has a lot of branches way up high. Very dense with branches. This larch has a lot of broken lower branches, and all the debris falling from the top of the tree collects at the base. Makes a pretty interesting base to the tree. This has been an awesome morning looking at these larch trees out in nature. I've got lots of ideas for my larch forest when I get back home. That's some beautiful running water over there. I saw a blue heron flying off when I was approaching this area. It's just beautiful. Great big one. Pretty big, that one. I'm getting closer to the city, but nature never disappoints. I'm back from our trip to the forest, and I think it was really worthwhile seeing those full-size larches in nature. These bonsai larch trees are the exact same trees as the full-size ones we saw in nature. They're the exact species. If these were put in the ground, they would grow into a full-size tree. They're kept miniature by root pruning, top pruning, and restricting the amount of root growth due to the container. The larch is its own tree. It has its full-size counterpart in nature. It doesn't need to be pruned to resemble a different species of tree. I see a lot of larch trees on the internet and at club shows, and they don't look like larch trees, they look like pine trees. They have full branches with tons of ramification. All the branches are drooping down like a pine tree would. They don't look like larch trees to me. There are many species of trees like azaleas, Portulacaria afra, cerissas that aren't really a tree, they're more of a shrub. So they can be pruned to look like a tree or to resemble a tree, but you don't need to do that with a larch. A larch, as I said, is its own tree. I like my larches to look like larches, not pine trees, not spruce trees, not fir trees. I want them to look like a larch tree. When you grow a bonsai tree, you're always striving for perfection, but perfection is unattainable. So you do what you can. I would like little tiny thin branches up top in my trees with really tight ramification. But some things aren't achievable in bonsai. You'll never make a miniature tree look exactly like a full-size tree, but you can try. Even if you get a branch or a trunk exactly how you want it, perfectly miniaturized, it's not going to stay that way. Bonsai trees are always growing and changing, so it's a never-ending challenge to always keep them under control and try and make them look miniature. Some of the full-size larch trees that we saw this morning had no branches on the side that faces another tree. And a lot of trees in this forest do have that. There's very few branches on the inside of the forest. The branches are more on the outside where the sunlight would hit them. So that part of it looks quite natural. And that comes with growing a forest together over time. The branches that are shaded out on the inside get weak and die off. So you get that natural forest look to the planting over time. Most of the trees in this forest are about 25 years old, and the bark is just starting to get some texture. They're quite smooth, but with time, that'll improve. We'll start to get that really rough bark that we saw on the old trees today. I also noticed on the full-size branches that a lot of them came out horizontal and they curved upwards. So they had a nice arc to them. So that's something, if I do any wiring, I'll probably be wiring some of these upper branches into a nice upward curve, which isn't usually done in bonsai. We saw in the full-size trees that the branches start off slightly drooping, then they go horizontal, and then they start to raise up as it gets up towards the apex. And I do have a lot of that happening. You can see these upper branches are curving up towards the light, and the lower branches are getting more horizontal, and some are actually bending down slightly. So I think that part of it is working fine. I don't think I need to wire any branches down or anything. I think the branch direction looks pretty good in this forest. In the full-size forest, we saw the branch density increase as we get up towards the apex. So there's more and more fine branches as we got to the top of the tree. In bonsai, it's very hard to do this because we want to keep the vigor out of the top of the tree. Otherwise, it starts to thicken up like this tree here. So that may be a difficult thing to achieve, is to get dense ramification at the tip of the tree and also keep the tree fine so it doesn't start bulging and thickening up at the top. So there'll be a compromise there, keeping the density down at the top of the tree to keep the taper of the trunk. I think the layout of the forest is fine. The spacing between the trunks is approximately the same as what I saw in the forest today. The density of trunks per area of land. I think the size of the trunks is suitable for the height of the tree. I don't want really short, fat, squat larches. I want them to be tall and natural looking, like you'd see in a typical larch forest. I'll be continuing to refine this forest over the years, but I think it's off to a fairly good start. To me, it looks like a larch forest. We're going to start the pruning of this forest in part 2 of this series. So today is just to get our goals in mind so we know what we want to prune the trees to look like. So I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me today here in the Bonsai Zone.